because either I just got busy or I was tired or I just forgot. But we should be good enough to move on here for a little bit. Probably because he didn't like how whiny I was about him selling Lost Magic. Oh, really? Have you played Revenant Wings? Wait a minute. Did I already ask that? I think the tutorial's not bad, but it's certainly way different. Yeah, okay. Maybe I could give it a shot. I just didn't want to play it because it looks so different, you know. That was like years ago when I first saw it. $400 gil? Nice. Okay. These birds are really annoying. Especially when I don't have any characters like Balthier and Fran. Are you gonna fight the bombs now or later? You're talking about in the Silica Wood? Shit. Probably later. The bombs were way too strong for me when I went through the Silica Wood. I don't know about now, but... Probably when I'm doing hunts. Isn't it one of the hunts? Actually, oh, they aren't? Okay. Yeah, I definitely will. For sure. I do want to beat that bomb. You just think back only with the coolest things ever. Yeah, I remember you saying that, actually. I remember you saying that, you used to think they were the coolest things ever for no reason. Now just because the bent staff drop. Yeah, those, I think they were pretty useful for Gil. I always liked the quality pelts when I was grinding. Drops early in the Sand Sea were nice for me. In the Sand Sea, wow. Yeah, that is nice. Oh, you know what else I got? I got double license points for everybody. So that would definitely help. Pet staff and rainbow eggs. Dude, magical breakfast. I don't remember seeing rainbow eggs. Oh, the axe speaks in the sand sea. Oh, okay, okay. I drop laid them. Okay, so I probably sold it without paying attention. Also get one for beating a hunt, probably the Cluckatrice. Oh, really? I think I did that already. Magical... I probably sold it. I'm probably not gonna find it. Nice. Damn, 3,000 damage.
Yeah.
You bought a high potion pack before, that means you sold it. Oh. I might have, I don't know.
Yeah.
Three screamers get you an even better pack. Oh, is it like X potion or something better? Won't tell. Alright. 8 damage. It's always funny how Bosch's axes always have like a way too wide of a range with a RNG.
Yeah.
I do 0 damage on one hit and then 3,000 on another. Oh, I forgot to do this. Let's see. Oops.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I had a lot of favorite monsters. Yeah, like, what else besides the, that one enemy? I already forgot the name. I must be tired or something. The Panthers in Gulmore Jungle, yeah. Marlboro were better. know how I feel about cactites. Sure. But yeah, I can imagine. I mean, I've got a cactar stuffed animal right there. They're better than cactars. I wonder if they're ever going to bring him back. Who's this guy? A Sikh thief. 14 would have been the place to bring them back, but yeah. Yeah, I could see that. Maybe they'll bring him back in like I guess if they make another MMO or one of the future mainline Final Fantasies, like 17 or sorry. I don't think there's any in 16. I didn't see any. Ninja Wars with 12 on 14 with their same dot. Really? Huh. They randomly made male VOs and update those against the lore, but I guess that's cool. Yeah, I mean they didn't have any male ones in 12, which makes me wonder how they multiply. Oh wow! To be honest, I didn't even know there was Evilise in 14. I haven't played it in so long. This weak-kneed Banga is worthless, utterly worthless, just like every other hunter my father employs. Damn. You wouldn't have to be a hunter, would you? I'd like to hire you to deal with the terrible menace in the Sochinke Palace. A terrible menace plagues the Sochinke Palace, calling hail hunters of all ages and races to deal with the scourge upon us. This is not an official bill and will not be listed in the clan primer. Okay. This is that one Viera in here. It says Viera born of the wood. Oh. Okay. East of here you come to the highlands. North of there lie the fields of eternity, wherein can be found the entrance to Sochin. Foul Scourge, I wish you to defeat lurks within the cave palace. Many hunters have been sent, and all have come running home. Incidentally, I have no idea what the Scourge is or looks like. No one that returns will speak of it. Intriguing, no? My father, wanting to know the identity of this fell creature, thought to post a bill for the mark, but was refused. Having no other choice, he employed 2 hunters from the hunters' camp on the Fawn Coast and sent them into the Sochinke Palace. A pity they were worthless. I waited with my father at the entrance of the caves, and they came running back out mere moments later. They ran right past my father, their employer. Unbelievable. Enraged, I gave chase, and was separated from my father. Anyway, I'm glad we met. Were I to hire better hunters than my father and defeat this monstrosity, oh, the respect I'd earn back in Arcades. So you're hired. Use the key to get into the cabin where you'll find the creature. And no coming back until you've slain it. No problem. Still doesn't make that much sense, but who cares? It's cool. I might have asked you this already, but are you excited about 16 coming out? We got what, like 50 something days? Not really. You haven't paid much attention? Yeah, I mean, they do have a lot of trailers on YouTube if you want to check it out. I'm excited, for sure. Just like every Final Fantasy. For the most part. Marlboro over King. Oh shit. I didn't think there was anything stronger than King Marlboro. Hey, Fallen, how's it going? How you doing tonight? Years later, I encountered the boy's father for the first time. Tired but good, yeah. You've been working a lot? Yeah, I'm doing good too. We'd actually just finished Resident Evil 0. And now we're continuing on 12. Final Fantasy 12. How'd you like it? I thought it was pretty good. I mean, the only thing, though, is that it's just way too hard. Luckily we beat it, but, I was playing on normal difficulty level, and it was like I was playing on hard. So I don't know if you played it before, but if you want to try it, I'd suggest playing on easy first. But other than that, I thought it was really good. Just fighting around here so I can get the license points and the guild. Remember it being a bit too realistic in terms of difficulty. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, but the game doesn't really give you much items. And, I learned that the hard way, when I kept on, like, running out of bullets, fighting all the zombies and everything. I'm sure you have to run away from some, but... I'm excited to see you play next Sunday, by the way. Hey, welcome back. I'm excited to see you play next Sunday, by the way. Level 40. Nice. Think I'm pretty close to the end, not really gonna miss the original version, to be honest. I'm excited to try it. But yeah, you just got the, the last orb, of course. I think it's the wind orb. And then you got the final dungeon, and that's it. I would suggest grinding if you can. Let's go over here. Yeah, time allows, yeah. I was actually looking on the strategy guide for Final Fantasy 1, and in the strategy guide they say like recommended levels for each boss fight, like what level your party should be, and if I remember correctly, you're at like what, level 22 or something like that. We've been paying attention. Excuse me. I think you're like somewhere around 22, yeah. But like the final dungeon is recommended to be like level 35. And I was like, whoa. Or not the final dungeon, but the final boss. I don't know if that's how it was in the remake. I don't know if it's different in the original. I assume it's pretty similar. Original's probably like level 50. I don't know if it's like that, that more difficult, but I mean, you did complete the third dungeon from like where you're at, so it actually might be easier, but I don't know. Item tricks do help a lot. Yeah. When I first saw that on your stream, I was like, oh, wow, that's pretty cool. It'd also be really cool if you could find something that heals stronger than what you have right now. Because that heal weapon only heals you like what? 10 HP per turn? Damn, a lot of heal. Pixel Remaster version just straight up tells you you can use the items that way. Oh, really? Yeah, they definitely made those a lot easier. Who gives between 15 and 30 HP back? Oh, okay, it was more than I thought.
Hey, you sure this rabbit hole's really the way into Arcades?
Better a hare unseen than a rat in a trap. And again, if you'd prefer to go knocking on the front gates of the city, be my guest.
But what about once we're inside? Won't the city watch find us? We'll do what we can to blend into the crowd. Our names may be notorious, but our faces are not far known.
True. You're a princess and we didn't even recognize you.
I noticed.
Problem is that I'm a white mage, so I can't learn heal 2 or heal 3. Oh, really? Red mage can't learn that. Oh, that sucks. Or, red wizard. Oh, you should probably know this too. One thing I do know, in the last dungeon in the cave, or, wait, that wasn't right. One thing I do know in the last dungeon, is that, you know how, like, before you get the crystals, or the orbs, you have to face a the elemental boss every time. In the last dungeon, you have to face all 4 of them again before the final boss. That's something you should know, so that way, you know, you're not... I don't know if they're any stronger. I think they're pretty much around the same. But yeah, that's just to let you know, so that way you can, if you want to, you can do some grinding and everything. Be prepared for it too. I want to attack him. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure if that's in the original. It could be something they added in the remaster. If there's nowhere to use Cottage to, yeah, probably not. Yeah, I mean, that, yeah, like I said, now that I'm thinking about it, I mean, I could be wrong. I wouldn't guarantee that those bosses won't show up. But yeah, I would just in case, I would, you know, be prepared.
Yeah.
I'm actually very curious to hear what the final boss music is gonna sound like once you get to the final boss. I know what it sounds like in the remaster, but oh, we have the key. Okay, cool. Speaking of bosses, okay, they're splitting up. Let's get this one lonely one over here. Hey, where are you going? You guys just stay over there while I, oh, get the enemy first. Nice. Okay, now you can Asuna. It's very slapstick power. Yeah. I think I get what you're saying, yeah. Don't run away. Oh, You piece of shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I cannot hit this one. There we go. Alright. Let's go top stomp. Nice. Nice blocking. Nice blocking. Sweet. They like to run away, don't they? That makes it the funnest and most annoying boss at the same time. Yeah, yeah. There we go. One more. Oh wow, he is getting really annoying. There we go. Whew, that Mandragora Prince at the end was doing multi-hits all the time. GG. Good game. That was too short. Okay. Oops. Oh, we can go either way. Are there any chests in here? I don't think so. They were running all around. I didn't see any chests. Oh, by the way, Fallen, I'm gonna be starting God of War on Wednesday if you want to join. Actually, on Wednesday you're streaming. Never mind. I'll be playing it on Friday again if you want to join. Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. No pressure or anything. But yeah, I'd appreciate it. Oh shit. Crystal bug. This one's not green this time. Okay. An adventurer bound for the capital. It would seem he didn't make it. Did you end up deciding what you're going to play on Wednesday? Like a Mario game, NES Mario game, or something else? No. Boss just went all the way around. Okay, there are some black chests in here. And I know to get those black chests you have to do a certain path in this area. I remember that, actually. But I'm not going to do that. We're just going to move on. I haven't decided it's between that and Metroid, I think. Oh, wow, okay. I haven't seen the original Metroid. I did see another streamer play, what is it, the remaster that recently came out or something like that? Nice. Nice. Keep doing that, Vaughn. Okay, it doesn't really matter where we go. Although I could get this map urn over here. I've been getting a lot of pebbles. What's with that? Cool. You got headless enemies. now we got headless enemy with ice on his head. Does that mean it's still headless? Alright. Ice block head? Yeah. Is that headless though? Or no? Damn, double license points is really helping me out.
Yeah.
Teleport stone. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me think of it before I forget. Let me go ahead and move myself down here. That way you guys can see the boss bar at the top. Okay, I think we're coming up on another boss here. That's not what I want to do. Oh, shit. I wanted to heal first. Oh, okay. Yeah, we do. Okay. Ahriman. He is probably weak to fire. Let's try this. Damn it, he disappeared. Okay, that's gonna be annoying. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wasn't that one? Immobilized guy. Ooh. Oh, okay, Asuna cures it. Thank God. You think another one? God damn it. Oh shit. Oh my god, there's 4 of them. Wasn't that one? At least we can one-hit the fake ones. Oh, that was it. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not helping. Fran? She's confused. Okay, it'd probably be— oh my god damn. It'd probably be better to get rid of the other ones first. Otherwise, they're just gonna keep doing that. Oh, was that the right one? I could try to go for it. I mean, all of them has Doom. Let's try it. Now I don't remember which one was... Oh, okay. That wasn't it. Yeah, let's just do this. It's much easier. Damn it. Get him! Nice. Woo! Thank you. Thank you, Fallen. I'm about to die. I want to let everybody die first.
I have failed.
Alright, that's better. Well, I was not expecting that. Okay. It's a good thing this game allows you to use all your party members. Oh shit, no, not that. Okay, now you can attack. Maybe I should equip Libra.
You cannot end us.
After doing that for so many times, it does get kind of funny, actually. You motherfucker. Hey, nice. Need some MP anyways. Okay. If I don't have those, I'll take it. What? Oh shit. God damn. Nice. I'm having some good luck here. I mean, besides the traps, of course. me to take that oil off me. Will you guys cast Kiraga? Oh my god, he's staying on this one. Oh, well, that was not smart. All that for a high potion. Alright, made it. How many teleport stones have we got now? 20, okay. We got plenty. This is the most teleport stones I remember getting at this point in the game. Usually I would have, like, less than 10 by the time I get to Valfenheim. Then I would just buy all the teleport stones from that merchant.
Smells less like a capital and more like a sewer.
Even empires have need of sewers. The runoff from Arcades proper pools here, those who lack papers to live in the city itself. The mighty who have fallen, and the fallen who would be mighty. Their eyes never leave Arcades.
I guess it must be a lot nicer than this place.
Oh, to be sure. Arcades reeks of a different filth. Let's be off. We can follow our noses to Draclo.
This place is great. Yeah, it is. I love the visuals of, especially during the CG graphics of the city. Lost all my money. Can't even afford an airship back to home to Rabanaster. I thought of going back through Sochin, but I hear some ancient worm lurks down there, and I don't much care to run into one of those. Think I can get away with one of these legs? Ah, I'm stuck here for life. Look, would you buy something to help a fellow out? Depends on what you have. Move safely past traps. Immune petrify. Immune confused? Ooh, I want that. Equip float. Isn't the equip float... Or isn't float useful for one of the boss battles? I can't remember which one. Improves potency of restorative items such as potions. And then items, okay. Let me go ahead and sell. Couldn't run anything unless he wanted to. Or had walk in circles syndrome. Oops. Don't want that. Don't want high potions. Do you know a guy that would run into Hellworm by getting lost, unfortunately? Who is it? I didn't get as much as I thought. I thought I got more than this. Matching reds. Nope. Okay, I do want this. I want this. I think I'm right about that. Look at this. Oh, that's cute. A Sikh there was, he sought to play. Kupo Podi Podilo. Said he, I'll take you far away. Kupi Podi Podai. A gourmet tour he promised us. Kupo Podi Podili. But all we've had is curds and whey. What's whey? Kupo Podi Pode. It's cute. Oh, really? Whey is not really for humans. What is it? Does you take it for protein? Is it like... What is it? This way. It's a byproduct of cow's milk? Oh, okay. You go to Nutrition Island store, they sell whey protein for protein shakes. It's pretty much all we use it for. Oh, okay. Is it good? What does it taste like? Entering the capital? You have credentials? No. No credentials? We can't just throw open our gates to any old riffraff who happen to be passing by. Be off with you, commoner. Oh, it's not? Oh, okay. Well, well, well. There's a sight for sore eyes. Didn't think I'd be seeing you again. Not here. Oh, wonderful. Entered the street here. It's an edible powder. Way dry and pasty when wet. Oh, okay. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. A pirate would do well to smile. Wouldn't want to sour his reputation. You know this guy? An old friend. He's a street eater, a peddler of rumor and hearsay by the name of Jules. He'd bite a gill given him by his own mother, and shave it by half to pay for her funeral. In his natural form is the watery part of milk left over from making cheese. Huh. Sometimes an ear with tight purse strings, the order of the day, like when a pirate decides he fancies going up in the world. To the city, you know a way? In Arcades, knowledge is power, and power has a way of opening doors, boy. Now, a fool will buy a sack of feathers for his pillow, but a wise man, he'll buy the whole stinking cockatrice and get his fill of meat into the bargain. So, wise man, how does 1500 gil sound? Yeah, I have to. Bright boy, you learn fast. I call this meeting to order. Tell me, boy, heard any rumors in town? I haven't heard much of anything. I need to hear before I talk. A boy would do well to see what his ears can pick up off the streets. Okay. Cheese is what you want, curds. Whey is what you keep and eat if you're poor as hell, thus eating the curds and whey. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I never really heard of curds either. Don't think you can look down on me. I'm saving McGill to get out of here and up there. Well, I've got a bag full of coin put aside already. That is, I had a bag full of coin until someone come along and stole it. I was sure it'd be safe as houses in that barrel too. Me Gran's got me worried. She keeps on talking about going to the city and making her a fortune. Making her a fortune? She's old. That's not who I wanted to talk to. Let's see. I don't think it's this. It might be. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Not even beet curds? Bean curds, I think I've heard a couple times. Never had it, though. I don't usually like beans, so, probably won't ever eat it. Have you ever heard of cottage cheese? Yeah, I've heard of that. I'll tell you a secret, but it stays between us two, right? I spied some at Incredible just now. What? Wouldn't you like to know? Oh, cottage cheese is curds. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I guess I've never heard of it called curds before. 'Twas a bag of coin. Just throw it in a barrel, it was. With a hoard like that, the city'll be me oyster. Now don't go tell anyone you hear. Okay, I won't tell. Hey, what's up? Don't think you can look down on me. I'm saving... Oh, wait. We already did this. I guess I don't talk to you yet? With a few things added for flavor and stability. Your little brother's back. The pride and joy of the clan's come back with tales from the city. So how was it? Don't tell me. You made a mint, didn't you? Enough for all of us, I bet. Well, I did set up a shop, but the competition let your guard down for a moment and the next door over will slip a knife in your ribs. How I've wanted to come home. What? Right? Here for your view and pleasure, nor are we begging, nor are we blocking up your precious gutter. Not yet, at least, so get lost. Away, away. My granddad was a right important man up in the city, don't you know? Hush with you, sweetheart. Begging your pardon, sir. Pay no mind to her. She talks about things she knows little of. Oh, I thought that kid was a boy. I was like, why are you calling her sweetheart? Or why are you calling him sweetheart? I have a lot of interest in my past, but today I'm just one of the proud wretches of Old Town, clinging onto the underbelly of the Empire. Now leave us be. I was thrown off by the short hair. It's kind of antiquated to call the product's colors and way made much more sense when 90% of the people were farmers. Well, this Final Fantasy does have, like, pretty, difficult vocabulary. I'm bloomin' hungry. My mom and me grand keep telling me that sitting's best when you're hungry, but it don't seem to be working for me. Maybe if I have a chat with my mom, I'll forget about me empty belly, or maybe not. I'm bloomin' hungry. Actually, I just thought of something. Maybe we gotta go back to, Jules. Hey, John Computer, how's it going? How you doing tonight? Where are you, Jules? Yeah, I'm doing good too. Maybe we don't talk to Jules? What am I missing here? I thought he was around here somewhere. I thought we talked to this guy after we talked to this guy. But I guess not. It's good to be home. Those who went up to the city and never came back. They either made it or fell by the wayside, forgotten, but not me. I'm supposed to. Oh, I'm in the wrong. in the wrong area. That's why. I think over here. Here we go. Who am I? And it played in the sea? I'm one of the many. One of the many Watts tried to make it up in the city and fell back down here. If only I hadn't signed that paper. Yeah, I was in Arden with the rest of them. All it took was one broker, one binding agreement, and nary a scruple in sight. If I find them, I'll. Hey, did you want something? Oh, how to get to the city? Up these stairs, then off to the west. Entrance up there. Maybe better be prepared. I played many a man false in the city, so I did. Of course, I was being played just the same, though I didn't know it. I've ruined so many men, so it's all I can do now to hide myself here in the hope I don't run into any former clients. Okay, there's that. Maybe now I talk to him? No. Might have to go back here. Let me see. Small family farm, wow. That's pretty cool. Everybody's mad. Where the hell's Jules? I know he's up here. There he is. Okay, I just didn't look far enough. Oh, where are you going, John Computer? Where are you going on vacation? I call this meeting to order. Tell me, boy, heard any rumors in town? Well, I heard about a man named Arcades who swindled for swindling's sake. A swindler's swindler, is it? There's a fellow in the alley of low whispers, come fresh from Arcades. Go and tell him what you've heard. Going to Disneyland and Universal Studios, nice. I've never been to Disneyland, but I have been to Universal. We gotta go talk to this other person. 2 weeks in LA, wow. Hope you have fun. Ooh, did you see the Seattle Space Needle? What's that? The broker what took me in Downs... Hang on, what's that? The broker what took me ins down here in Old Town? Hang on a minute. I thought that old geezer I passed just now looked familiar. Why, that little piece of shit? Oh, you have? Nice. Needle's cool, but the CN Tower is cool too. What's the CN Tower? Oh, you're right here now. Oh, it's in Toronto, Canada. Okay. You told him just as I told you? Good boy. Not sure what any of this has to do with going up in the world. Oh, witness the power of knowledge, my boy. See, it begins. Fight, fight, fight! That bloke will, come from the city's gone berserk. It's hard to... Any sentence with that W-O-T, what, it's hard to say for some reason. You going to Mariners game in June, that'd be sweet. Oh, nice. It's in Seattle? Oh, that'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, I remember you were a Canadian. Only place I've been for MLB game live. Wow. You've never been to the Toronto Blue Jays stadium? Now's our chance. Thanks, Jules. Never thought you'd go for such a meager price. Pirates should know that words are worth gil uncountable. Here's some words for you. The prodigal Bonanza sons come back to the imperial roost. See? Words of much value, these. Bah! You're from BC, Seattle's actually closer, just need passport to get there now. Oh, okay, I see. Tickets were only $20 a piece. Wow, nice. Are they good seats? Usually, at least in the Braves Stadium, $20 a piece for a ticket is like second or third deck.
You're gaping like a fish out of water.
I'm just checking out the city. Even if it is the Empire.
You've changed, Vaughn. You were always marching to your own beat. Almost like you were impatient, even. In a good way.
Maybe it's because I've seen more now. Never imagined I'd ever come this far away from home. Hey, Lars is here in the city, isn't he? He's a tough one. I wonder how he's doing.
You always were a soft touch, Vaughn. You know what's amazing? I always thought I'd go my whole life without meeting people like the Princess or Lord Larsa. And here we are in the capital.
I know. It's a little over my head sometimes.
Good, Vaughn. You've come to understand the difficulties of serving royalty.
Hey, I'm just along for the ride.
That wasn't a complaint, was it, Bosch?
Right. Let's get moving.
Hey, don't change the subject.
Right.
They were really good seats. Nice. We go our separate ways here, Vaughn. I have some business to attend to. We'll meet again later. Huh? Hey. Alright, let's see what they have here.